Hey, Brandon. Hey, Fern. Hey,
Maybe a little
Carmel.
extra dry food. You too. You look a little rotund, Zelda. Thank you, girl. Oh, I like you anyway, even though you're chubby. Chubby girl. What are you doing to him? Bob was climbing on Lionel. Mm.
Hey, Aaron. Fern says hello. Sorry, we've been MIA for a couple of days. There's still ice on the roads and on the steps outside, and not as much as there was yesterday, but it is still there. Yeah, they're okay when they're voluntary, but this was far from voluntary. And even though it's our first day back, we're going to have to go a little shorter than usual today because I've got somewhere I've got to be in a little bit, and then got to drop Melanie off at home first. We rode together because the roads were so crappy. Yeah, this is the second snow of, hey Larry, second snow of the winter for us. I told Melanie I don't recall in my lifetime that it has ever snowed twice in the same winter. I guess I could be wrong about that, but I just don't remember it ever happening. But hopefully, we're done with snow. It's anybody's guess. Hey,
I don't even like me yet.
well, he likes you just fine. Hey, Wilson, you like everybody, don't you? You're just a little nervous.
Oh, Hanky. Somebody still be there for the medicine and claws turned in. Especially if we take him to the pet store.
Oh, hey, Clay, I don't think I said hello to you when you got here. But I think these guys are happy to be out of their room some today. I forgot to tell my coworker that they could run around during the day when she came in yesterday. It just totally slipped my mind. And she also, I didn't tell her to leave the lights on by the window. So the camera went to night vision last night, and it was pushed back on the shelf far enough to where you got a nice reflective glare in the night vision. It was kind of hard to see anything. But hopefully we are back to normal today. I spent my afternoon trying to get the Paws Rescue Group Facebook up and running and an ad running, promoting it. Hopefully get a bunch of page likes and all that. That's my strategy at this point, is to up the page likes, and then we can start advertising adopting or adoptive cats and dogs. Also was able to get the dog that I caught, or that my sister actually caught on our street, back to its owner. And as it turns out, the dog is heartworm positive. The owner confirmed that. And she told me that the estimate she got from the vet's office was, or at least the vet that she took it to, was about $1,200, and she said, I'm on fixed income, I can't afford that. So I've offered to help her with it as much as I can. I'm trying to see if she can't get in under the Paws group and get a discounted rate, and then maybe we can raise a little money and help get the dog treated. Yeah, I'm gonna see if it's possible before I try to do any type of fundraising thing, because it'll all just depend on the cost as to how we go about it. It shouldn't be $1,200 regardless. I don't know why she was quoted something so expensive, but hopefully we can get it taken care of, and because the dog's only 4 years old. It's a very sweet dog. And there's no sense in letting it die when it doesn't have to. I think Hank had some energy saved up. But yeah, we just got admin access, if I can talk. Yes, the owner is on fixed income, and she was telling me she just had a grease fire in her kitchen and was having to deal with all that, and just did not have $1,200 to spend on a dog right now. So and she lives alone, and I guess the dog is pretty much all she's got as far as a companion right now. So I don't think she wants to surrender the dog. But yeah, I've got admin access to the page, the Paws rescue page. It looks like we've got some kinks to work out. There's 2 pages that we're going to have to end up merging. The actual name of the group is Paws in Alabama. Pets Are Worth Saving in Alabama. But there's another page that's Paws of Alabama that was started by someone else, I assume, within the same organization. And someone made them a website, and it's pawsofalabama.com. So we've got to figure all that out, how to get all that merged and make it uniform one way or the other. That way there's no confusion. Especially with a promoted post, I don't want to get people all mixed up on that. But there is a, hey Christy, there is a link to we shared a link to the organization's Facebook page, at least the one I have access to right now on our page. And I think the post will be boosted through the weekend, and I think till Tuesday, something like that. And just in the few hours that I've had it up, we've already had 400 and something impressions, and that doesn't convert into page likes or anything like that, but we've gotten several page likes out of it. Hopefully that will continue. He says, that's my laser.
Try hard. Can't just attack it on
Wilson.
Do you even care about it?
He says no, but nobody else needs it but me. Wilson. And I've been in contact with the person that was interested in Zelda. I have not heard anything in a day or two, but with the weather like it is, nobody's going to be able to really get out and do a whole lot. I told her it would be sometime after Wednesday before we could arrange something, just because we weren't going to be here yesterday, and it was me and one other person that made it in today, the same person that came in and took care of these guys for me yesterday was here. But she lives very close, so it wasn't much of a trek to get here for her.
Wilson, stop it.
Come on.
You don't even play with it.
Proved you wrong.
He stops playing with it for a while and just attacks everyone else who does.
It's his, or so he thinks. But yeah, I'm trying to pay it all forward, and in hopes that it will benefit us finding these guys homes. There is an adoption event this weekend at PetSmart. I'm going to try to make it one of the days this weekend. I don't know that I'll be able to make it to both. We may just shoot for the Sunday. But I think we're only going to take Doc and Lionel and see what happens. It's so much work to get all these guys loaded up, and yeah, we specify that they are for inside only homes. Now, once a cat is adopted, we kind of lose control over that, but hopefully specifying that on the front end will deter anybody from trying to make it an indoor-outdoor cat, because these guys, the only time they've been outside is in a carrier to and from a vet's appointment or to and from the PetSmart. A couple of times we've taken them.
I wondered if there could be a way that you'd insist that they sleep on it if you want to adopt them.
Yeah.
You have more time to look into it and come visit them in their natural environment.
Well, I said they've never been outside. Clara has definitely been outside. Stella has definitely been outside. Lily and Stumpy have been outside, but not for quite some time. But as far as all the kittens, their feet have never touched the grass. And I think they're totally fine with that.
You definitely have to put flippers on them.
But maybe we can get over there Sunday, like 1 or 2 o'clock to 5 or 6 or whatever.
Wilson, stop it.
Maybe it's a ghost.
More fun one?
Yeah, they got a few minutes. Might as well let them have it. We haven't had any jumps in a few days, so we'll let them at it. Which means I have to move over here, even though sometimes I still get mauled by flying cats. What do you think, Doc? And hopefully, in the next week or so, I will have a new battery in this phone, and I won't have to worry about the phone dying so quick. I also talked to the lady from the rescue about a camera, and I told her I had not had a chance to order it yet, and she said she would probably just go ahead and order one. She has one at her house, like we've got here, but she was going to order another one for her cat room, and hopefully we'll get that all set up soon. But I didn't even approach the subject about monetization and all that, and as Melanie said earlier on the Facebook post, there's no point. Is it an iPhone, Carmel? iPhone or Apple is doing the discounted deal because they had so many issues. It used to be 80 and now it's, or 79 I think, and now it's 29. Yeah, I'm gonna ride this phone out for a little while. If I get a new battery, I have no complaints with the phone other than the battery issue. When I walk outside and it's cold, it just zaps my battery super quick. And then as soon as it warms up and it's plugged in, it jumps from 2% to 70%. So, and they ran diagnostics on it and said it definitely needed a battery. Good one, Doc. Yeah, I've never had a phone that reacted so adversely to the cold until this one. But hopefully it's just the battery and nothing else. Once they replace it, I won't have any more issues. But I mean, even like 50 degrees, my phone just hates it. And
When you first started metal detecting, we were using that phone instead of the old one. Cold zapped it like immediately. Well, now you give it that. Nope, in the face.
years ago, I had my cell service is paid for by my job, and several years ago, the phone I had was through Sprint, and I remember if I was here in Montgomery, I had no issues with connections or anything like that. But if I was at home, I had to, I couldn't use the phone inside my house. I had to walk outside in the yard to get a decent signal. It used to drive me crazy.
You didn't live in the middle of nowhere or anything, so.
No, I mean, it was just in a typical suburban neighborhood with lots of people around. We were not out in the boonies.
Ow! Smacked it in my eye.
But I mean, gosh, I don't even know how long ago. It was in the days of the flip phones.
Right after we got married, because we merged you onto my account.
finally I got tired of it and just, rather than the company paying for my cell phone, like getting the bill and handling it, I just got reimbursed and I'm able to use whatever cell provider I want. Oh, I missed it.
Do it again. It wasn't quite as good, but.
I still have not posted my slow-mo videos of Wilson yet. Try to get that done this week. Or take another one. I wasn't 100% happy with how they all turned out, but it may be the best I can get. It's so hard to keep him in frame while he's jumping 20 feet in the air. Gosh, speaking of my battery, it's telling me it's low already. Zelda, we need a couple of good jumps out of you before we go. I hear you over there chirping. Oh, there she is. Hey, Connie. And there's Hank. Come on, Zelda. Go for it. There we go. Not being able to come up here yesterday and leaving early the day before, I left quite a bit of food in the feeder for them, and I think they took full advantage. Zelda's looking a little plump around the middle, so I think she hit the dry food pretty hard. I have to scale it back for the next couple of days. Yeah, Stella looked a little chunky herself. So they will not get left with as much dry food tonight, since they obviously gorged themselves for the past couple of days.
This one too, I bet.
Oh, I'm sure.
Tell me, Bubby. Gotta let it go.
Yeah, it looks like he added a little bit of fluff.
Got it? You're taking it with you? Take it with you, Lily?
Where are you gonna take it, Lily?
They're all coming for me. They're trying to take it from me.
Where do you think you're gonna take that?
If she can't jump down, then they'll take it from her.
So, apologies for having to cut it short today. One, my battery says it's dying, and two, I have to drop Melanie off at home.
So I can feed the monsters there.
But tomorrow, fingers crossed, will be a normal day, and we'll probably ride separately tomorrow, and I'll have all the cleaning and feeding done before she gets here, and we can start on time and go.
No, you won't have it done before I get here.
What do you say? Oh, you get off early tomorrow, that's right. Yeah, sorry to end it shortly after you get here, Connie. But yeah, we will hopefully be back to normal tomorrow. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. And we will see you again tomorrow.